Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingon. Denny Avdia out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Grant in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. With the end of the regular season around the corner, Legs, the better teams perhaps shifting focus to potential postseason opponents.
Well, B.A., that's true, but you certainly don't want to get ahead of yourself. You can't have guys looking past the game that's right in front of them. You have to stay in the here and now.
Now here's Grant. Back to Holiday. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. Outside Brown. Outside Johnson. Jokic, the screen. Clock at 6. The shot by Johnson, no good. Pass to Holiday. Now Kamara. Portland moving it around. Here's Klingon, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
Murray against Holiday. Now here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. And Jokic throws it down.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Avdia outside. Pass to Kamara. Back to Avdia. Now Graham. To the inside. Gordon with a steal. On the wing, Brown. Outside Murray. Takes the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Holiday. He shoots it. Here's Klingon. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Murray passes to Jokic. And he comes up with a bucket. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Well, one thing's certain about Donovan Klingon. He is going to be a defensive menace for years to come, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he is a 7'2" monster, and he casts a long shadow in the paint. And for his size, he has the agility to hold up better than most centers further out.
Now here's Jokic, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Pass to Klingon. Back to Kamara. Here's Klingon. Now Avdia. Back to Holiday. Here's Klingon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Klingon's got 6.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Gordon outside. And there's the screen. The 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Avdia. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Jokic gets the bucket.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Drew Holiday, shooting 1.
The free throws off from Holiday, and Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Denny Adbia and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They might be set at the forward spot for a decade.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
The free throw dropped for Jokic. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
Avdia finds Holiday. Now Grant. Yep, that one's good.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Pass to Jokic. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. All right, Legs, you look at the leap the Blazers have taken. What's the biggest factor?
I think it's the fact they've added a lot of defense to their front court, which has really set the tone for their team, and it's an identity they're going to continue to build on.
Talent on the floor and stability in the head coaching position.
Key factors, for sure.
And taking a glance at these last 10 games, these guys have been on an absolute roll scoring the ball. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 5 is Nikola Jokic.
He's been on an absolute tear offensively. He's found something that's working for him, and he's sticking to it.
Johnson against Grant. Fires the three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And that is a shot Grant has spent lots of time on working over the years, and you see the results right there.
Now here's Murray, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off a shot, and here's Gordon from the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Portland.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
Puts it up. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Gordon has got the ball here for Denver. Jokic finds Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 6 points.
The confidence on full display. Murray recognizes ahead of time when to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Camara. On the wing, Holiday. Grant outside. The 3 is up. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
That's a fantastic response by Grant. He was not going to allow them to hit a 3 without answering.
Now here's Gordon. 27 points his last game. Grant against Johnson. Gordon outside. 3-pointer. Avdia pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Grant. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Floats one. And he lays it up and in. And it's 8 points for Jamal Murray.
We've seen Murray raise his game. Part of it is an increase in toughness, the ability to score when it's not simple.
Now here's Holiday. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. A nice shot by Klingon. Give him 8 points now.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Murray's checked in for Portland. Sissoko comes in for Grant. Denver in the lead. Jones feels it out. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Hardaway against Avdia. Klingon with a screen from outside the arc. And Avdia good for three. Avdia's got his second basket on the night.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Valanciunas. And here's Hardaway. Here's Jones. He's covered by Holiday. Right at the free throw line. Releases. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sissoko. Now Holiday. Avdia outside. From deep. Drills it from deep. Avdia's got 8.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Jones. Still no points. Pass to Brown. And here's Valanciunas. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Avdia. Give him 8. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Holiday. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Jones with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Klingon. Valanciunas, good. He's got 7.
Showing off another part of his game. Valanciunas just proving he has a reliable jump shot too.
Holiday surveying the floor. Over Jones. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Jones in the post. He's against Murray. Jones in the post. Defended by Murray. Hardaway, the pass to Jones. Denver moving it around. Jacks up a 3. Jones misses.
I think they could have gotten a better shot attempt there if he wasn't so eager to let it fly.
Murray, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Yeah, Klingon is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
Here's Jones, kick out to Brown. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
There's 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Klingon with a screen. Pass to Holiday. Shot on the wing. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Outside Hardaway. Over Murray. Again, Denver scores.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Three-pointer, Holiday. The shot off that time. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
They've got Bruce Brown, Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Jones in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Valanciunas against Henderson. Back to Williams. Outside for Henderson. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Counted from distance.
Yeah, something Henderson is still working on. Getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Hardaway, the pass to Murray. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Valanciunas. Sends it home from three-point land. Valanciunas has got 10 points in the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Love for 3. The offensive rebound. Rejected by Valanciunas.
Yeah, that shot didn't stand a chance. Can't sleep on JV's monstrous reach.
Blazers trail by 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Guys?
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Najee, he's checked in for Jones. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Murray going to work inside.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who was unafraid to mix it up inside.
Pass to Henderson. Picked by Murray. Henderson against Hardaway. Shots good by Henderson. Give him 8.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Murray. Again, Denver scores.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Henderson. Give him 8. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Holmes, he's checked in for Najee. Portland making a switch here.
Shooting 1.
Free throw off from Henderson. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Here's Murray, following the three-point basket by Portland. Oh, Murray, blowing the top off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Here's Henderson. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Pass to Holmes for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Grant, right side. Now Henderson. And that one's good. Henderson's got 17 points.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Murray scanning the floor. Brown, a screen on Henderson. Murray, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Henderson. 11 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Here's Kamara. Hits the three-pointer. And now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
Outside Murray. High post, Valanciunas. Henderson against Murray. Hardaway on the wing. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
Henderson misses. Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Holmes. Denver moving it around. For 3, Hardaway drains the triple. 5 points in the game.
They're shooting it really well in that spot. Hardaway Jr. lives from the corner.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page. Go for a different look here. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Holmes. Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Christian Brown in for Hardaway. Then for Portland, Klingon comes in for Murray. And Love is subbed in for Henderson. Grant finds Avdia. Love, a screen on Brown. Outside Love. Takes a three. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Denver. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
And Legs, the impact of Toumani Camara, a big reason the Blazers have been ahead of schedule.
Yeah, Brian, he is a classic example of a guy who doesn't need the ball to make a big impact on your team. He does all of the little things that help you win.
A coach's dream, making a name for himself now.
Leaves a lot of skin on the floor.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Klingen's got 10 points in the game.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Now here's Murray. He's got 14. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Stolen by Jokic. Murray against Love. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 18 points for Jamal Murray.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Camara from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, Tim.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer, what a run for him. And he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
Brown, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Holiday's checked in for Love. Here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Avdia outside. The 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Gordon, the pass to Johnson. Jokic with it. Klingen's there. Jokic, good.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Avdia outside. Grant outside. Portland moving it around. Holiday from long range. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gordon finds Brown. Now here's Jokic. Outside, Brown. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Outside Camara. Grant outside. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Jokic up top, guarded by Klingen. Back to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Klingen. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Off the outside. 1:46 left in the second. Pass to Holiday. Launches it. Nails it from 3. Holiday's got 8.
Well, we know Holiday can do damage from outside the arc, which is why the defense has to be right up on him.
Johnson for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the wing, right side. Pass to Avdia. And here's Holiday. Give him 8 points now. Portland needs to get off a shot here.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
The Nuggets lead by 5. Outside Brown. Back to Brown. Here's Gordon. The 3 ball. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Outside Kamara. There's the triple. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yes, showing off his competitive fire. Holiday was eager to get a 3 of his own.
Jokic up top. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Jokic with the soft touch. Floats it home.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The 7. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. The Hawks playing at State Farm Arena as they go up against the Magic. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
2 of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Denver Nuggets.
They did their homework. They're all on the same page. That's why we're seeing precision offense.
My analysis will be efficient as their play. They're good.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. They've led by as much as 10. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Grant is the 3 with Kamara in the front court as well. Denny Avdia out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Klingon in at the center position. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Defensive foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Denver, Nikola Jokic, shooting 1.
And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap, so you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man.
back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Jokic. Now Murray. Back to Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight. Outside Holiday. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Now Murray. 18 points for him. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Klingon. Again, Denver scores.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Klingon. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Grant, right side. Holiday from long range. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Murray from outside. It's rebounded by Grant.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Avdia outside. Pass to Holiday. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Holiday's got 17.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Nuggets lead by 8. Outside Murray. Here's the 3. There it is. Murray buries the 3.
And love that 3 from Murray. Just answering the bell.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Let's give it a warm welcome.
Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they're hoping to make some moves from the number 5 spot before the start of the playoffs. And of course, Portland, they're 5 spots behind them.
Checking out Portland, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Now, he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
And here's Gordon from the arc. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds now. Portland moving it around. Here's Avdia. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Legs, when you look at the maturation of Denny Avdia, just how good you think he can be.
Well, Brian, he is living up to being a top 10 pick. He has an all-around game, and more than anything, it's the force that he plays with. He is proving to be a real difference maker.
Blazers trail by 6. Holiday passes to Grant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, the defender got a little bit over-aggressive guarding Grant there.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
The first free throw is good. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
And so Grant nails them both. Tim, when you think of versatile utility forwards in this league, Jeremy Grant fits the mold.
Well, he came into the league as just a hustle player, Brian, but then he worked to enhance his skill level. He has been a quality player on both ends for over a decade.
Blazers trail by 4. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Outside Holiday. Clingan with a screen. Again, the miss by Portland. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Back to Murray. Outside Brown. Jokic with it. Clingan's there. Jokic with a screen on Holiday. Here's Murray. The kick out to Johnson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Portland has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Outside Holiday. Clingan with a screen from the arc. That shot off the mark. The Nuggets lead by 7. Now here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's Jokic, high post. Back to Brown. The 3 is up. And again, Denver with a 3.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Grant with a screen on Gordon. Here's Kamara. They get it again. Grant. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Wow, Grant going to work, beating everyone to the ball and providing second chance opportunities.
Jokic with a screen on Holiday. Murray from outside. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production. Blazers trail by 11. Outside Kamara. Back to Abdia. Pass to Holiday. Abdia outside. Good D by Jokic. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Murray finds Gordon. Now here's Jokic, defended by Abdia. Three-pointer. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 9 points in the quarter. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Holiday against Murray with the 10-footer. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside Murray. For 3, Gordon. And again, Denver with a 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Grant to halt the run. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, here's Jokic. Good on the shot. Jokic has got 11 in the second half.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Holiday. Sinks the 15-footer.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's got a second bucket of the night.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Clingan. Back to Avdia. And here's Holiday. Defended by Murray. The fader. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's got 24.
Yeah, well, Holiday has plenty of shots up his sleeve, and that includes the mid-range jumper.
Here's Murray. He's got 27. Outside Johnson. Let's go with a three. Avdia pulls it in.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Denver will go for a different look here. Jones, he's checked in for Gordon. Brown comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Murray. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Klingon. Murray comes in for Kamara. Sissoko, he's checked in for Grant. And Love is subbed in for Avdia. The Nuggets lead by 16. Jokic with it. Give him 30. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for the Nuggets. Strawler comes in for Pickett.
Substitution for your Nuggets. Jonas Valanciunas. Strawler.
And here's Hardaway. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. And he knocks the jumper down. Hardaway's got 7 points.
Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
Pass to Love. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Hardaway on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Love grabs the miss. Blazers trail by 18. Kick by Murray. Pass to Williams. Back to Holiday. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop. Denver leading by 18. Here's Strawler, still without a bucket. Denver moving it around. Pass to Hardaway. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And Holiday powers it home.
Terrific night for Holiday so far, and I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
Hardaway, the pass to Valanciunas. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 19. Here's Murray. And that one drops for him. Murray's got his second basket.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday against Hardaway. Valanciunas with a screen on Holiday. Shoots. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Hardaway's got 7 points for the quarter. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Tim Hardaway, also Jamal Murray out there. Bruce Brown is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jones in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
Now there's the strength we talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
And here's Avdia. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Murray for three.
Down in the score, you can see they're pressing a little, particularly from range.
Here's Jones, and the dunk by Jones.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Sissoko passes to Love. Out to the right wing. Off the outside. Sinks it from distance.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Murray. Valanciunas sets a screen. And the three off target. Blazers trail by 20. It's Avdia on the wing. Defended by Hardaway. Here's Love. And it's Portland scoring again. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Hardaway with a screen on Love. Here's Murray. Outside Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Creating spacing. That's his third three-pointer of the night and his second this half.
Now Avdia. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Pass to Sissoko. Stolen by Valanciunas. Brown passes to Valanciunas. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And also a switch here for Portland. Klingen's checked in.
More of a traditional center, Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Jones, he's checked in for the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Avdia against Hardaway. Avdia can't get it to go.
The players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Murray inside. Love's there. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A. His playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
The free throw drops from Murray.
Yeah, what makes Murray so dangerous is his belief. He feels like he can score on anyone in the league.
Love passes to Avdia. Up and over Hardaway. Here's Sissoko. Back to Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Jones with a screen on Love. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Klingon. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Well, Lex, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
A different look for Denver. Cam Johnson comes in for Jones, and Brown subbed in for Brown. Then for Portland, Kamara, he's checked in for Murray. Jeremy Grant comes in for Sissoko, and Holiday subbed in for Love. And Murray drops them both. And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA, Legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-backs, Legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
Pass to Avdia. The three. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Denver. They're on a 13-5 run. Now Johnson. Back to Brown. And here's Johnson. Denver moving it around. For 3, Hardaway. Portland with a rebound. Grant's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Murray against Holiday. Murray passes to Brown. Outside Johnson. Back to Brown. Pass to Hardaway. Jokic the screen. And Hardaway good for 3. Hardaway's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, his role this half has been to help them space the floor.
Now here's Klingon. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Klingon with the block.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Klingon. They just learned that the hard way.
Pass to Holiday. Great D that time from Murray.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Shakes him. The kick out to Johnson. To the inside. Here's Holiday. Soft touch off the glass. Holiday's got 17 points here in the second half.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Picked by Murray. Here's Hardaway. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Pass to Grant. Back to Kamara. Now Grant. The 3. Brown grabs the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's just his first turnover of the game. For the most part, he's been very reliable.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Jokic. Jones comes in for Johnson. Brown, he's checked in for Murray. And Strother subbed in for Brown. Now here's Holiday. Grant, the pass to Holiday. There's a screen by Kamara. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree. And Denver making a change here. Najee's checked in. It's Avdia on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Denver. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Najee. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Najee's got his first points of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And there's Klingon on the assist from Grant.
You can see that this is how dominant Klingon can be. And when he's hot like this, it's wise to keep feeding him.
Brown scanning the floor. Pass to Valanciunas. Soft touch off the glass. Valanciunas has got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Outside Holiday. Klingon with a screen. Here's Grant. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
No good there, off the double clutch.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Pass to Valanciunas. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter here. Right side Hardaway. Portland with a rebound.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
To the middle. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nuggets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year. And what a huge performance it was for Nikola Jokic.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Kamara. From down in the low post, it goes.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Outside Hardaway, pass to Brown. Valanciunas sets a screen. Brown passes to Valanciunas. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Avdia can't get it to go.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Brown with it, picked up by Grant. Denver moving it around. Here's Valanciunas. And the layup is good off the glass.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.